Good morning. Another video from on the road today as I head towards Melbourne Airport. No, I'm not traveling anywhere. My destination is back home. And to be honest, I don't know where this video is going to end up today. I know where it started. I know where we're currently at. But the mystery is where we're heading to try and solve, which is at the Melbourne Airport. Alrighty, backstory is I arrived home from a quick travel trip overseas last week to Europe, 1 week. Good to finally be able to travel again over to Europe after COVID times, or during COVID times. I think it's still a bit tricky, but we can now travel. I arrived home with my carry-on and no check-in luggage. Apparently Singapore Airlines, who I was flying with on the return leg from Singapore to Melbourne, was unable to get the bag out of the plane I was on, into the transfer plane and here to Melbourne. So upon landing, I was informed that I wouldn't be receiving my bags, or my bag, upon arrival. Okay, no worries at all. A little bit jet lagged, but over to the service desk and to file a report. They could take my address, even though they had my address, and all my details, and the status of the bag. Was given arrangements have been made to deliver the bag. Now you may be wondering, how is this cycling related? Well, all my cycling travel gear is in the bag, as well as an AirTag. Now if you're playing the long game and you follow me over on Instagram, you would have seen that I love, and obviously on this channel here as well, you know I love AirTags. I think they're fantastic. I've done a lot of work with AirTags, placing them in hidden locations, having friends hide them for me, and all, I guess, real world, but theoretical use of AirTags. This has become a real use of an AirTag, because if you saw on Instagram, I was chasing my AirTags over to Europe, and I chased my AirTags on the way back, and now I can see where my bag is, but I haven't got it. Right, so it's been 7 days, and just to run you through the process of losing a bag, because you always hear about people losing bags on international travel, but what's the real experience like? You never really have it documented or outlined, and it's really not that interesting. I've traveled multiple times internationally, hundreds of times nationally, never had a problem with checked baggage, even when there's multiple hops. The airlines are usually pretty good. I've had one delayed bag over to Perth, which is technically an international flight from here. It's about 4 hours. The bike bag was then delivered 4 hours later to the hotel. Not a problem at all. Super smooth customer service, and that's what I'd call an exception. So airlines are happy to take your bags, but it's how they deal with the exceptions. This one has been a complete shit show. For me to be, I'm unable to put it any other way. Sorry, it's early in the morning. I'm still a little jet lagged, and I'm pretty pissed off. So upon arrival, internationally, you get a little PIR number, whatever that's called. You get your bag tag number, and you get an incident report, and they take a description of the bag, and that's it. Now, upon arrival, where the bag still wasn't in the country, the status was, as I said before, your bag will be delivered. Great, I'll have in the bag is my Rally XC 200 pedals, my S-Works bicycle helmet, my S-Works Evo, whatever they are, mountain bike shoes, my Oakley sunglasses, 2 pairs of cycling kit, my Ticker X heart rate strap. What else? So that's the cycling related stuff, hence why I'm making a video about bike related stuff that's gone missing. Personal belongings, gifts, clothes, hair clippers, shaver, everything you put in a check bag. Luckily none of my computers or production gear, I guess, was in that bag. It was always with me on the backpack. But after tallying it all up this week, it's $6,500, probably just over $6,500 Australian of equipment. You might be thinking, holy shit, that's a lot. Yeah, had you have given me the chance of, here, take $3,000 or, wait for your bag, I would have taken the money and ran. I really didn't think there was that much in it. The bag itself's worth $800. It's a taller bag. Obviously all the cycling gear is a few $1,000s on top of it itself. The pedals are 1,750 Australian dollars. There's a lot in there. Plus cycling kit isn't cheap. Clothing, and you name it. It really, really adds up. It is insured, but I need to follow due process in trying to get the bag before I file an insurance claim and wait maybe months to get that stuff. And insurance doesn't cover the gifts that I have in there for Max and everything else I bought. So as you can tell, I'm pretty pissed off about the whole situation. So rolling back to the process to follow, which I have. And this is for me a lesson in, I guess, customer service. I've been in customer service since day zero. Started off building computers for people way back in the early 90s. And, you know, as per customer spec, if they had any issues, they'd come and see you at the computer store. Worked for IBM GSA during my uni days, and again in customer service. I worked many IT jobs and help desks and things like that. It was all customer service. And look, things are rosy when things follow procedure, but it's the exception handling which companies really shine or not. Even this YouTube channel here, I'd call it effectively customer service or customer support, be it in a proxied way for the products that I cover. A lot of the time, if you have a problem with, say, a Stages power meter or Faveros or Zwift or things like that, I can try and help out, maybe point you in the right direction, but ultimately it's their customer service for those companies that have to deal with things. However, any of the content that I provide and things that I talk about, I'm happy to, if you enter in the comments, you'll know I'm in the comments everywhere. Not only in my comments, but in the forums as well. Trainer Road forums, Slow Switch, Reddit, etc. So I still see myself as being in customer service or just generally interacting with people. Now, here's my beef with Singapore Airlines and their ground handling service, Swissport. There's been no interaction. I was provided with a phone number to call that night that I landed. That phone number I've tried to ring 16 times over the last week. I've left multiple voicemails and I have had no callbacks whatsoever. The voicemail box keeps filling up, they keep emptying it. So somebody is listening to the messages, but no one's actually doing anything. All I want is a explanation of where my bag is. Nothing. There's a website. There's a website to go and check the status of the bag. That hasn't been updated since June the 13th. It's now the 20th. We're a week later. So no status updates whatsoever on the website. I've tried calling Singapore Airlines. They're unable to help. They just give me the tag that's on the website that says arrangements have been made to deliver the bag. I've tried calling Melbourne Airport Lost and Found. They tell me they cannot help. I have to go and maybe knock on the door of Swissport. Now, Swissport don't just do baggage. They do, I think, catering. I think they handle one of the lounges here. They do a lot of things. Anyway, I'm rambling on. In short, I've had no indication whatsoever from the airline, from Melbourne Airport, or the carriage partner, or the baggage partner, Swissport, that my bag is even in Australia. Without an AirTag, I'd have no idea where my bag is. The last time I saw it, it was in Amsterdam, Schiphol. It was on the 10th or 11th that I took off on. It's across time zones or multiple days that it took to get home. The only indication that I've had is that my bag didn't make it from one plane to the other. So if I hadn't placed an AirTag in the bag, I would have had a good chance of knowing it's either in Singapore or possibly Melbourne. The only way I know where it is, and it's exactly right there, is that it's got an AirTag in it. So, after trying to retrieve my bag and I just needed one call, one email, I could not get it. Hence, I'm now spending a day in the car. It's an hour and a half to get to the airport. However long it's going to take me at the airport, an hour and a half home. Try and get the bag. And that's where we're at. So come along for the journey. I've got another hour or so to get to the airport. I will attempt to knock on doors. I'll walk around with my AirTag locator on the phone, trying to find things. And we'll see what we come up with. Hopefully it's just a simple case of, pick your bag out of the lineup here. I don't think it's going to be that easy. Anyhow, that's my rant. That's where we're at today. That's the intro. Let's see where this freaking ends up today. All right, check in with you in an hour. Alrighty, we are parked at the airport, which is probably going to cost me a lot of money. Parking here is phenomenal. Okay, one last time before we go in, I will attempt to call through, I've got my documentation here, and get a status update on my bag. Knowing my luck, I've driven all this way and the bag is in transit. Documentation right here. Let's pull this up on screen. 3, 2, 1, and Boom, there we go. First of all, let's look at the Find My suitcase. Last seen at 9:23, last seen 4 minutes ago. My backpack is with me too. Okay, cool, here we are. Here we are in the car park, and my suitcase hasn't moved. So we're close. We are close. 1.3k, it's a bit of a walk from where I am to where we need to go. Okay, suitcase is still located there in the terminal. Backpack is with me. Okay, so it hasn't moved. I was thinking it may have been on a courier truck heading that way as I was heading this way. Not the case. We'll try and make a phone call and see where the status of this thing is at. Oh, while we're here, okay, so an email has come through. Melbourne Lost and Found. Your Lost and Found item is still active. So far, no matching item report has been handed over to our Lost and Found office. Sometimes it takes a few days. Inquiry ID, etc. Nothing else is there. Okay, well, let's make the phone call.
This mailbox is full.
Oh.
Please try again later.
Okay.
If you are the subscriber, press star to log in.
They do clear that out every few days, and I do get through to leave a message. So someone's listening. Okay, so where we're at the airport. The bag is still here. Melbourne Lost and Found have just reported that they've got no idea where it is. I can't get through to the email. I can't get through to the phone call again. The email's still not replied. The ones. Let's go and knock on some doors, I guess. So here we are walking into T3. We're very close to my suitcase. I'm feeling good. I think we'll be able to retrieve this without any problems whatsoever. I'm also lying. I don't think I've got much chance. Anyway, it feels good to be somewhere near my bag. Let's not get run over by traffic and see if we can make some inquiries. Stay tuned, we're very, very close. Here we go. G'day mate, I'm hoping you can help me. I was on an international flight last Monday. The bag was delayed and it's within this general vicinity right here because I have a tag on it. So Singapore Airlines can't give me an update on where the bag is, but it's within a few meters of us here.
Okay.
So there's my suitcase, there's us.
So, okay.
Is there any storage around here, or is there any people that I could go to? Is it Singapore Airlines? It's Swissport who are the people.
Swissport Reunited.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking in case they sit in the office upstairs.
Okay, so Swissport's just upstairs, are they?
All the offices is upstairs.
Perfect, okay.
So and the back room is here, so that's a little bit confused, but
sure.
To get down, you still have to contact
Correct,
them.
have to go upstairs, yeah. That's where we are.
Excuse me, Swissport, no, that's
yeah, it's just Swissport, but...
so if you look at it, put it like this way, like I want to...
Yep, like there we go, yep.
So we are on the red one, yeah?
That's my backpack here, yeah.
Okay.
But my suitcase is... So it's here somewhere. But if Swissport are upstairs...
All the offices, Swissport, Singapore, they're all there.
Perfect, I'll go have a chat to them.
So in case...
Yep.
Upstairs,
Yep.
So this happened last week, yeah?
Yeah, it's been here since Monday because I arrived and the bag arrived later, but there's been no update since, so I'll go try and find Swissport.
That lady from Messi, she might be able to know exactly.
No worries.
Okay, go like this.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, if you can't find Swissport,
Yep.
as soon as you turn from the lift when you go out, there's the Melbourne Airport offices.
Perfect.
They are in the security, they will know anything.
Fantastic, mate. Thank you so much.
So just after the McDonald's here, there's a lift. Take you upstairs.
Thank you so much, mate. Have a great day. Thank you. That was a great start. That was a really great start. He pointed me towards these offices that I'm going to right now to try and find the bag. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. They're the toilets. Here are the offices, let's go. Good morning. Baggage handling services have set me up here. I'm looking for a bag that was delayed a week ago. That was handled by Swissport. I have all the documentation. I have been trying to call. I've been trying to email.
What flight number were you on?
SQ207. I have I have a PIR. I know the bag is here because it has an AirTag. So it's nearby, within a few meters. So.
Oh, you've got like a little thing on it.
Correct. So I know it's here. I just need to be able to find someone who can point me towards where the bags are. And I have all the documentation. I have my ID. I have everything.
Okay, one moment.
Yeah, cool.
I'll go just give this to someone.
Thank you so much. No worries. I'll just wait here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ta.
Did you want to come in and have a look?
Oh, absolutely. If I can, I'll actually be able to find it because it says find nearby. So,
we've got is it a suitcase?
It is. Yeah, it is. Yep.
Is it that by any chance?
Oh, that's very close.
No.
But if I can actually like locate it within a few meters if I do this.
Okay, cool. I'll let you do your thing.
I don't want to walk around.
No, you're fine.
There's,
I'll find your suitcase.
yeah, no worries.
Was it just a suitcase?
It was the same brand as this, like Tula.
Okay.
But it's like really, really close.
Still nothing?
No, still nothing.
Maybe in the break room.
Okay, no worries. Thank. If it's within a few meters, it'll beep. So I've got an AirTag in my bag that's gone missing. It's here somewhere.
The admin. Yeah. Have they chucked a bunch down there? There's a lot of suitcases there. What key is it?
Awesome, thank you. I really appreciate this too. It's been a week trying to find this bag.
Oh.
I've driven from Ballarat, so yep, it's.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Sorry? Well, there's no GPS in here. Oh yeah, actually, it got very close there.
Yep. Is any of those bags familiar, or these ones?
Oh yeah, okay, it's connected. It is like definitely within a few meters.
Yep. Anything?
I'm within 4 meters, 3 meters. It's this way. It's this way. It is right in here. Here we go, and it's around the corner. And I'll make a noise. There it is. It's right there. Bingo, the black one under here.
That's the one?
Right here. Yeah.
I'll just move.
Oh, sure. I don't. Yeah.
I'll just move it.
Thank you. Oh, that's made my week. There we go. That's mine beeping away. Thank you so much. This is the one, and just to make sure here, it has my name on it, which it'll match that. So SQ207. Yep, and I can make it ring.
All good.
And it has my name on the bottom there. It has Shane Miller, which should be on there.
All good.
And we are good. Yeah, just to let you know, the number didn't work, the phone number. It keeps ringing out, so I kept leaving voicemail. It keeps filling up too, so I'm guessing a lot of other people are calling through for their bags as well.
Yeah, our lines have been very busy.
Yep, cool. No worries. Guys, thank you so much.
No.
Just looking for my friend here at Oversized Baggage to give him a huge thanks, but I think he's now gone. He was the one who pointed me in the right direction, told me where to go, and ultimately got the bag returned to me. Here he is. I'll let him know. Mate, you're a legend. Thank you so much. Got my bag. You have a great day.
What sort of application is that?
What's that?
What sort of app are you using?
It's an AirTag, but it's an Apple AirTag. So with those, you can detect where your bags are, where they've landed, and if you've got an
I
iPhone.
ordered something similar on YouTube so I can control my car. Like a
Oh,
GPS,
it's not quite. It'll tell you where the car is, but that told me where my bag was, and you were the man who got me to it. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thanks, mate. So here we are at Melbourne Airport after an hour and a half in the car. No replies to emails, no reply to anything, and Guess what I found? Sort of just dumped on the corner office of Swissport. Bag. Anyway, I've got it back. This is an interesting story. Stay tuned for YouTube for the full debrief of what shouldn't have taken place. I need a few minutes to cool down, but I have my bag, and more importantly, I've got my M&M peanut butter spread and Max's cars. Okay, I've had a few minutes. Long story short, the guy at Oversized Baggage really helped out on where I needed to go to get the bag. And then the last mile, so to speak, was all 100% the AirTag. The office staff were very helpful, taking me to the correct office, and I was able to tell I was within a few meters of the bag. And then when I went around the corner from where the bag was dumped on one of their office floors, I could make it start beeping. So that's my story almost concluded. But the amount of bags they had on the floor, Singapore Air really needed to stick a rocket up Swissport as their carrier because, look, I'm only 1% of the story of the bags that I saw on the floor. Truth be told, this is the real reason I was pretty pissed off my bag went missing. Have a look at this. Peanut butter M&M spread. Oh, and those, and chocolate. Oh, and a few $1,000s worth of bike gear too. That's it. Tag. Let's get out of here. So that parking cost me $30.30 for about half an hour. $1 a minute. Whew. Good game to be in. So, there's a little bit to unpack there, so to speak. Let's start with the good. The baggage handler at the Oversized Baggage was an absolute legend. Very helpful. Was able to assist in getting me where I needed to go. Secondly, when I got up to the offices, I did feel like I shouldn't have been there at the offices, but look, at the end of the day, I tried every avenue. So the corporate offices there of Swissport, or a business office, I guess you call it, whatever they've got. I'm not quite sure how much I'm going to feed into this video about what I showed due to privacy. I don't want to film people's workplaces. However, it is what it is. They were very helpful. So the lady who helped me out initially was absolutely brilliant in allowing me to search their offices for my AirTagged bag. The second lady who also helped, they both walked down the hallway and into a side office. So look, that was great. That was fantastic. And as I'd expect for in-person interaction there. As I said, I'm not quite sure how much I can edit into the video, but I did have a short discussion about the phone number being full, disconnected, not being of any help. They acknowledged that. That's as best I could do. As I put in my Instagram Reels, which hopefully I can thread into this story as well. I'm running sort of two parallel stories here, the Instagram updates and the YouTube video I'm making on this. I'm lucky. I am lucky that I got my bag back so easily, and given that there were so many other bags there, I just know there's other people missing their baggage as well, who may not have AirTags, who may not be able to, well, I know they're not going to be able to get through on the phone or email or call or anything, so they're going to be in the dark. Singapore Airlines, I hope somebody from Singapore Airlines is watching this. I hope someone from Swissport is watching this, because now we have to start talking about the bad. That's I don't know what to class that as customer service. Having a lot of people's bags dumped in a spare room and with no apparent follow-up, or duty of care, duty of responsibility. There's a number of words I could use to describe what they're up to. So this isn't about just me now. There's a ton of bags in that room that hopefully I can show the footage of that without being too tricky with privacy. But let's start back on the good. The AirTag allowed me to know, one, it was in the country. Two, whereabouts it was in the country. It wasn't in Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, Darwin, somewhere else. 3, exactly where it was at the airport. So the baggage handler knew. He pointed upstairs with, well, their offices are straight upstairs. Kind of strange that they're putting people's bags in their office, but I don't know what more to say about Swissport's operations. That wasn't professional. It hasn't been professional in the way they've handled it to date anyway. And yeah, the actual last mile location of that, of the last few meters, locating that with the iPhone, like literally which direction I had to walk around to find the bag. Absolutely brilliant use of AirTag technology in a real world scenario, not set up for YouTube, no drama for no reason. That was my bag that I had to locate with the AirTag, with all of my equipment in it. So I guess that concludes today's video. I am extremely relieved at a personal note. That's my gear. I said to Von, it's kind of funny. You pack all the things that you want to take away with you because they're important to you, and they're the very things that just straight up disappear. And now my thoughts are beyond my bag into, this has happened to literally hundreds of other people as well. If you know anybody who works at Singapore Air, just maybe nudge them towards this video. I didn't have to get out of first gear in providing emotional feedback, though I did call them quite incompetent a few times. But hey, I'm not going to call their service professional. I will be seeking alternate modes of transport. Well, not modes of transport. I'm not going to row back to Europe. I will be seeking different airlines though to get over there next time. As I said, big sense of relief. Got my stuff back. More importantly, I have some presents for little Llama. Anyhow, that's some no bullshit real world use of AirTags. I think they're brilliant. I still think they're brilliant, and it would have taken me a lot longer to retrieve my bag had I not been using them for my recent trip. And with that, I'll get back to work because today's a Monday. I had a lot of other things lined up for a work day, and back on track. Thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you soon. Hey Maxie,
Yes?
I got my bag back today, and guess what I've got for you? Guess what I've got? There you go, buddy. What is it?
Wow.
Yeah, just for you. Can you tell me what car it is? What do you think it is?
Porsche.
Yeah, you got it. All right, let's go home, buddy.
I'm take it off.